Let's be honest for a second. Somewhere around our 60th birthday, the fashion industry silently made a decision for us. They decided that if we want high quality, elegant clothes that actually flatter our bodies, we either have to spend half our retirement savings at ultra luxury boutiques or surrender to the land of beige, shapeless, overpriced sacks. Well, I officially call total nonsense. Take a look at this outfit right here. If you saw me walking down the street or grabbing coffee in town, you'd probably assume I spent at least $800 on this ensemble. Italian silk, cashmere, impeccable tailoring, try under 120 total. And no, I didn't spend 3 days digging through thrift store bins, and I didn't buy cheap, scratchy polyester off some shady pop-up website that takes 6 weeks to ship. Here is the big secret. The best kept fashion gold mines for women over 60 aren't hidden in secret high-end districts in Paris or New York. They are sitting right in front of our faces. Brands that most people walk right past because they think they're too boring, too basic, or made for 20-year-olds on TikTok. But inside these 5 stores lies the holy grail for mature style. 100% natural fabrics, cuts that drape over the midsection without looking like a tent, and prices that will make your jaw drop. Today, I'm opening up my personal vault. I'm revealing 5 affordable brands that everyone ignores but are absolute fashion goldmines for us. Brand 1 has real Mongolian cashmere for less than the price of a dinner date. Brand 3 is a store you've probably walked past 100 times thinking it was too young, but hides the single best tailoring trick to instantly lift your silhouette. And Brand 5? It's an ignored outlet secret where I found $400 real silk pieces marked down to under $50, and almost nobody knows where to look on their website. Grab your glass of wine, get comfortable, and let's raid the gold mine. Let's start with a brand that most people completely scroll past because, frankly, their website looks a bit like a plain white prescription bottle. There are no flashy celebrity ads, no glitzy photo shoots, and zero hype. The brand is called Quince. If you've heard of them, you might think, oh, isn't that just basic loungewear? But if you haven't looked closely at their materials, you are missing out on what I call the cashmere and silk sanctuary. Here's why Quince is a gold mine for women over 60. As our skin gets more sensitive, scratchy polyester and stiff synthetics become our worst enemy. We want softness, breathability, and drape. Usually that means dropping $250 to $400 at a high-end department store for real Mongolian cashmere or mulberry silk. Quince bypasses all the middlemen and ships straight from the manufacturers. That means their 100% grade A Mongolian cashmere sweater is $50, not a blend. Not 5% cashmere mixed with acrylic. Pure cashmere. First gem, their washable stretch silk shirt. Now I know what you're thinking. Silk means dry cleaning bills. Not this one. You toss it in a gentle cycle at home. What makes this cut brilliant for us over 60 is the sleeve drape. It covers the upper arms effortlessly, and the fabric glides right over the midsection without clinging to a single curve you'd rather keep private. Second gem, their cashmere crew neck. If you feel self-conscious about necklines or turkey neck, here's my favorite secret. Layer this $50 crew neck over a collared white shirt. You get structure, complete comfort around the neck, and an instant old money aesthetic. Look at the different styling makes. On the left, it's a plain sweater. On the right, with simple gold hoops, a neat cuff turn, and tailored trousers, it looks like a $1,000 outfit straight out of a luxury magazine. Quince handles your base layers with pure luxury fabrics. But what about structure? What about pants that give you comfort without looking like pajamas? That brings us to Brand 2, a store you probably haven't shopped at in 15 years because you thought it was only for hiking gear or winter coats. When I say the name of this next brand, I want you to promise not to close the video. Ready? Land's End. I know. You're thinking, wait a minute, isn't that where my husband bought his winter parka back in 1998? Or maybe you associate them with heavy tote bags and school uniforms. But while everyone was assuming Land's End was stuck in the past, they quietly became one of the absolute best sources for high-grade natural cottons, secret flat-front waistbands, and indestructible summer linens. Let's talk about the nightmare of finding a good t-shirt over 60. Most modern t-shirts are tissue thin. They show every bra line, they're see-through, and after 2 washes, the neckline sags like an unstrung hammock. Enter Land's End Supima cotton. Supima is America's luxury cotton, longer fibers, incredibly soft, and thick enough that it holds its shape without feeling heavy. Their 3/4 sleeve Supima crew necks are under $30. They give you elbow-length arm coverage, a thick non-sheer weight, and a smooth fit that floats over the torso instead of grabbing it. It is literally the holy grail of basic tees. Now for the real secret weapon, their linen blend pull-on trousers. From the front, these pants have a completely flat, structured waistband. They look like $200 tailored slacks, but turn them around to the back, pure hidden elastic. You get all the polish of bespoke trousers, but you can eat a 3-course dinner in complete, uncompromised comfort. No digging, no pinching, no muffin top. If you wear these pieces straight out of the box, yes, they can look a little basic, but look at what happens when we use the French tuck and belt trick. A quick partial tuck in the front, a woven leather belt to cover the waistband, and suddenly this $60 Land's End outfit looks like you just stepped off a yacht in the Italian Riviera. Land's End gives us unbeatable structure and comfort. But what if you want something a little more fashion-forward? Something with European flair that doesn't make you look like you're trying to shop in your granddaughter's closet. Brand 3 is a trendy store most women over 60 avoid completely, and that is a massive mistake. If you've ever walked past this next store in a mall or scrolled by their website, you probably kept walking. The brand is Mango. On the surface, it looks like a haven for 22-year-olds on their way to a music festival. Crop tops, neon colors, and cutouts everywhere. Most women over 60 take one look at the storefront and say, "Nope, not for me." But here is what 90% of shoppers miss. Hidden inside Mango's catalog is an entire category called their Selection line, a quiet luxury haven featuring Spanish tailoring, heavy draping, and cuts that give high-end designers like Max Mara a serious run for their money. Let's talk about the single most powerful garment for a woman over 60, the structured blazer. As we age, posture changes, and soft, shapeless cardigans tend to exaggerate slumping shoulders. A structured blazer, on the other hand, acts like architectural armor. It creates crisp shoulder lines, nips in slightly at the waist, and gives you instant posture. While boutique blazers cost upwards of $400, Mango's structured blazers sit right around $100 to $130. They use viscose and wool blends that hold their shape without feeling stiff, giving you an automatic 10-year youth boost without looking like you're trying too hard. Second Goldmine piece, their flowy pleated trousers. Notice how these fall. They feature deep front pleats that create a long, unbroken vertical line from waist to floor. This tricks the eye into making you look taller and sleeker while giving total freedom of movement around the hips and thighs. No tight seams, no clinging, just pure, effortless movement. Notice the difference? A dark, shapeless cardigan drags the eyes downward. A structured Mango blazer lifts everything up. Mango proves you don't need to shop at frumpy stores just because you hit a certain age. But what if you want something even more artistic, something comfortable, minimalist, and deeply sophisticated, the kind of outfit that makes people think you run a modern art gallery in Paris? Our fourth hidden gold mine is a European brand that confuses a lot of women when they first see it on the hanger. The brand is COS, short for Collection of Style. If you walk into a COS store, the mannequins look like modern art sculptures. The shapes look boxy, avant-garde, and a little intimidating. Most women over 60 take one look and think, "I'd look like I'm wearing a tent." But here is the secret. COS designs clothes using architectural volume. When these pieces are actually on a human body, they do something magical. They mask midsection and arm concerns effortlessly while screaming, "I have expensive taste." Take a look at their cotton poplin shirt dresses. These aren't flimsy, clingy dresses that highlight every lump and bump. COS uses dense, organic cotton with structured seams. The dress falls away from the body in a sleek A-line silhouette, giving you maximum ventilation and comfort, while keeping a sharp, tailored collar that frames the face beautifully. Plus, it has massive, functional pockets. Look, too, they're asymmetrical knits. Instead of a standard fitted sweater, COS cuts their knits with diagonal hems and wider sleeves. This breaks up the visual boxiness of the torso, making you look leaner and longer without suffocating your waistline. The secret to styling COS over 60 is what I call the art gallery curator method. Because the clothes themselves are clean, sculptural, and minimalist, you don't need a lot of fuss. You put on one monochrome COS piece, throw on a bold, chunky necklace, or some sculptural wooden bangles, and a sleek pair of flats. Instantly, you don't look like you tried to put together an outfit. You look like an international woman of culture who just casually stepped out of an exhibit in Copenhagen. COS gives you high-concept European style at high street prices. But what if you want actual high-end luxury designer brands? Think $400 silk scarves, $300 Alaun leather loafers, and pure wool duster coats for 70% off. Our final brand isn't just a store, it's an ignored outlet secret where I find designer pieces marked down to under $50. But you have to know exactly where to click. We have reached our final hidden gold mine. And this one is a bit of a trick, because millions of women step foot into this store every month, and 95% of them walk right past the best items. I'm talking about high-end department store outlets, specifically Nordstrom Rack and Saks Off 5 Now, I hear you. Every time I go into Nordstrom Rack, the racks look like a chaotic hurricane hit them, and I leave with a headache after 5 minutes. You are absolutely right. If you just wander around aimlessly, it's overwhelming. But here is the insider secret. You don't go there to dig through the messy leftover designer clearance. You go specifically for their in-house luxury private labels. Nordstrom Rack carries proprietary lines like Open Edit and Nordstrom Signature. Saks Off 5 has lines like Iris and Ink. Because these are in-house brands, they don't have to pay massive designer licensing fees. That means they use Italian wool, genuine butter-soft leathers, and 100% silk, but sell them at clearance prices right out of the gate. While people are fighting over a marked-down synthetic top on the sale rack, these gems are sitting fully stocked, quietly offering pure, unadulterated luxury. First treasure, their unlined wool duster coats. For women over 60, heavy padded winter coats can add bulk where we don't want it. A fluid, unlined wool duster coat creates 2 long, sweeping vertical lines down your body. It instantly makes you look taller, leaner, and impossibly elegant. You can get these for under $80, down from $300 equivalents. Second treasure, in-house leather footwear. Forget painful heels. These house brands craft classic almond toe leather loafers with built-in foam padding for $45 to $60. Real leather that breathes and molds to your feet without sacrificing a drop of style. And here's my favorite lazy shopping tip. Don't go to the physical store. Go to their website, head to the search bar, filter by their private labels, Open Edit or Nordstrom Signature, and click Natural Fabrics. You'll get a curated, peaceful boutique experience right from your sofa with coffee in hand. We just covered 5 very different stores, from silk and cashmere sanctuaries to European architectural tailoring. But if there is one lesson I want you to take away today, it's this. Great style over 60 has absolutely nothing to do with spending thousands of dollars at luxury boutiques. It comes down to having an eye for quality and following 3 simple rules whenever you shop. Rule number 1, tailoring over price tags. A $30 pair of pants from Land's End or Quince that is hemmed to your exact ankle height and fits cleanly at the waist will look 10 times more expensive than a $500 designer pant off the rack that gathers at your shoes. Find a good local tailor, or use simple styling tricks like French tucks, structured belts, and cuffed sleeves to make affordable clothes look custom-made for your body. Rule number 2, always apply the fabric first test. Before you look at the price tag, look at the fabric composition label inside the garment. Train yourself to look for natural fibers, cotton, linen, silk, wool, and high-grade viscose. Natural fabrics breathe with your body, regulate your body temperature, and hold their shape over time. Synthetic polyesters might look fine under store lights, but after 3 washes, they pill, cling, and trap heat. And rule number 3, ignore the target demographic. Never walk past a store just because society tells you it's too young or too old. Fashion doesn't have an expiration date, and neither do you. Look for individual pieces, not the whole store. If a structured blazer from Mango or an architectural tunic from Cos flatters your frame and makes you feel confident, that piece belongs in your closet. At the end of the day, getting dressed in our 60s, 70s, and beyond shouldn't feel like a chore, and it definitely shouldn't mean fading into the background. It's about celebrating who you are right now, with pieces that make you feel comfortable, radiant, and undeniably stylish. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 hidden gold mines surprised you the most? Or do you have a secret, affordable brand that you think everyone else is ignoring? Drop it in the comments below. Our community of stylish women loves discovering new spots together. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our weekly style deep dives. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Stay fabulous, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.